Guys, Token Vaping. So today's juice review is a really cool one for me, but I owe you an apology. And I'll get to that here in a second. Nothing bad, but you'll see why. The juice line that I am doing is called Hazardous Liquidz. Now, a lot of you may recognize this logo right here with the gas mask skull and the hazardous and the toxic oil drum. I'm not positive, but I know they are connected to dtumodz, M-O-D-Z, because they're unregulated box mods, but they have this stenciled onto the box mod. Looks really badass. I'll be honest with you. I have seen a few of them. Unfortunately, I am sorry. I am not able to afford one at the moment. But I do know that they are like one of the hardest hitting ones on the market right now. But they do look really cool, so check them out, dtumodz. I want to say that this is basically the juice line connected to them that they unveiled this. I'm almost positive this line came out about February of last year. It's either last year or this year. I believe this year, but I'll have to get back to you on that. I do apologize. You can follow them on Instagram. It is under Hazardus_Liquidz. And they are connected to dtumodz. They don't have a whole lot of information specific, but that's on me for not inquiring a bit more from them. They are based in California. I know they retail through a few shops there, so you can email or DM Hazardous Liquidz on their Instagram page directly to get pricing or what shops that they retail through. But definitely check out not only this juice line, but check out the box mods. Like I said, they are really cool looking, and from what I understand, they hit really, really hard. I am looking to invest in a box mod or two that are unregulated. I just would like to get a few that maybe get my name stenciled on them, and use them for my interviews and stuff like that. I just think it'd be kind of cool. But anyways, the apology that I owe for this video is there are two flavors for this juice line. My apology is the fact that I did save one for this video to do a first reaction and vape on the juice. However, my apology is that the other flavor, the one that I did not hold on to, as you can tell, is because I vaped the entire bottle. This is a 30 ml bottle, and I vaped the entire thing. Reasoning why is because there are two flavors, as I stated. This one is called Anthrax. Now, I will say this is the only type of Anthrax that I will ever say that I'm a fan of or that I like. These are the bottles that they come in. They are glass. They're not plastic. I know they kind of look like it on my camera, but they are glass. But with the way that the label has the radioactivity lines here and the shape of the bottle, they make it look like a toxic drum, which I think is really cute. It's unique in the sense that it's different. Most bottles are just the typical round bottles, or, they color them or something like that. But as far as actually making the bottle in the shape of a drum to fit their theme that they're going with is actually really cool. But these are the bottles. They are 30 ml bottles. Child safety cap. These are locked in. I mean, when you get them, they turn, but they don't come undone. So you actually have to put some pressure on them to open them. So for safety reasons, do not vape it if for whatever reason you feel it's been tampered with, cracked, the seal on it isn't holding, it's leaking, anything like that. Just contact the company or the shop that you purchased it from, and they will go ahead and make amends to rectify the problem. Now, as I stated, this is the bottle here. This is the name of the flavor. This one is called Anthrax. The nicotine level is a 3. For me, they offer 0, 3, and 6. They have their warning label, ingredient label here, their Instagram page, which, as I said, is Hazardus_Liquidz. And then they have the Made in USA with their toxic drum logo with the skull with the gas mask. This is actually a really slick logo. It's simplistic, but it makes an impression, and it's really cool. The reasoning why this is empty is because, as any of you know that have seen my videos, I grew up in New York. I'm not a dessert person in actual form. I vape a lot of dessert flavors, but I'm not a big sweets or dessert eater. One of the only things that I do enjoy from New York is a New York style strawberry cheesecake. I have found one or two that I am a really big fan of, but anytime I ever find this flavor, I definitely have to try it. It's just one of those things. Can you guess what Anthrax is? This is a strawberry New York cheesecake topped off with a dollop of whipped cream. As you can tell, it really is good. As you can tell, this has now become one of my favorite flavors. So as you can believe, I'm definitely going to be looking into purchasing a bigger bottle of this stuff because right off the bat, this stuff is amazing. Strawberry cheesecake, absolutely. Taste strawberries, taste the cheesecake, absolutely. The dollop of whipped cream, I will honestly say, is probably going to be the hardest thing to kind of pick out of this, only because the creaminess from actual cheesecake is rich enough that to add any type of whipped cream to it, it's kind of hard to differentiate the two. I don't care. If you get the whipped cream out of it, more power to you. My opinion is just that, it's my opinion. In no way am I trying to tell anybody else how that they should react to a flavor, what they should taste out of it, how they should handle it. Somebody else may not taste the cheesecake in it. They may just taste whipped cream and think it's something completely different. That's what makes the vaping community so cool, is the uniqueness and from all the walks of life that vapors come from, but just how diverse everybody's taste preference and palate is. For me, this is probably I'm going to say, out of all the strawberry cheesecake flavors that I have tried, this now has come in my top three. There are two other ones, obviously, for three. There are two other ones that I am a huge fan of. I have been vaping on those a little off and on, a little bit here and there. They are my go-to flavors. This has now become one of my top three, period. It is an amazing flavor. It is spot on. It is a dead strawberry cheesecake. Like I said, I did kind of taste I guess you want to say the fluffiness of the whipped cream, because I know what the cheesecake taste is. So anything that strays from that, I put on as far as for the whipped cream. It was very slight as an undertone. To be honest with you, I don't even care if I taste it or not. The strawberry cheesecake flavor of this vape is amazing. I just, as you can tell, I opened this. I opened this bottle yesterday morning. Completely honest with you, I vaped through this entire bottle in just under 2 days. I don't normally vape a 30 ml bottle that quickly, but it's been a while since I've hit a strawberry cheesecake flavor that I like, and this I just vaped and vaped and vaped and vaped and kept vaping. And you know what? I'm not sick of it. I am sad that I ran out of it. So like I said, I definitely will be looking into purchasing a bigger bottle. Maybe if I can afford the bigger bottle and one of the box mods, I can do a follow-up video, show you their box mod, how it hits, things like that with the Anthrax flavor. Now, the other flavor that is part of this also comes in the same exact type of bottle. This one is called Nuketown. Now, this is a tongue twister, actually. The flavor profile for this one is a sweet watermelon, blue raspberry, cotton candy with an undertone of strawberry kiwi. Wow. That is a lot of flavor in a juice. But if it's anything like Anthrax, then they only have the two flavors that I know of at the moment for this line, but they're going to be two of the most solid hitting flavors on the market that I've come across at this juncture. And I only say that because most lines you're going to come across and they're going to have multiple flavors. Most people aren't going to say that they're huge fans of all the flavors or that every single flavor is a dead-on 100% home run. which is fine. Again, everybody has their preference, so it's not going to. It's okay that not there isn't one person out there that is going to say that every single flavor in a multiple flavor line is perfect. But when you only have a couple of flavors or a few flavors, the more solid that they are across the board, the more impressive, in my opinion, it is. Just because it just means that you've perfected those flavors for your line the way you wanted them. But on top of that, now you've got people out there that are vaping them that are going to agree with you. As I said, price wise, if you just DM or email Hazardous Liquidz, they'll be able to set you up with all that information. And like I said, I believe they are based in California, but they do retail locally through a few shops in California to support local businesses. So if you are fortunate enough that the shop that you go to does carry this line, or of dtumodz and or Hazardous Liquidz, and you know how to get a hold of them, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Even if you don't like the candy aspect of Nuketown, Anthrax makes it worth it. I'm telling you. I don't mean to keep hyping up this flavor, but as I said, I am a huge fan of the strawberry cheesecake flavor. So when I find one that is as spot on as this was, I'm definitely going to support it as much as possible. These are 70-30 mix, and when you look at the bottle, you can see the air bubble, and when you see me drip it, you'll see it. They do have the fluidness of a 70-30, but to me, when I was vaping on it, at least on the Anthrax flavor, it vaped a lot heavier, which is good because it definitely carries the flavor better. You get the smoothness of the flavor all the way throughout the vape without it being overpowering or too sweet, but it's not too heavy to where when you vape it consistently for a little bit, you get that heaviness feeling in your body, like you over vaped, which I like about this line. It is a 70-30. Absolutely no throat kick. That's what I'm looking for the nicotine. There's no throat kick. The smoothness on this vape is amazing. It's just a great all-day vape, just period. Like I said, I shot through that bottle and I didn't realize I was going through it that fast. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and vape Nuketown and let you know what that tastes like real quick. And before I do, the only cotton that I use is Texas Tough Cotton. It is not a pansy-ass cotton ball, cotton pad, anything like that. It is a very solid wicking cotton. Has a really, really, really minute cottony taste on your first wicking it. Holds flavor very, very well. So if you are interested, Texas Tough Cotton on Instagram, definitely go and check her out. Now, as I stated, the coolness to these bottles of looking like the radioactive drums that they use for toxic chemicals and stuff like that is such a cool touch. I mean, it's a round glass bottle, but it's little things like that shows their dedication to how serious they are about their product and their properties and everything else like that. So they want to ensure that what they're putting out is high quality. They're not cutting corners, they're not shorting you of anything. All the ingredients are locally sourced. They are high-end ingredients. So they're making sure that basically if they're not willing to vape it, they're not gonna charge you for it, especially make you pay for something that's not worth the money. So again, I'm going to show you Nuketown here, and as I said, this is a sweet watermelon, blue raspberry, cotton candy with an undertone of strawberry kiwi. That is such a huge tongue twister. So it's basically a watermelon, blue raspberry, cotton candy with a slight strawberry kiwi undertone, which usually comes up after on the aftertaste or exhale. Now on the inhale, that's crazy. On the inhale, and I hate to say it, but I don't know if most other people remember, when I was a kid, my sister had the original strawberry shortcake dolls, and they were all supposed to smell like a certain fruit or a pie or something like that. So whenever you smell them, you got a specific odor out of it. I literally feel like I'm smelling one of her dolls. I know that sounds creepy and that's not meant to, but it definitely smells like that type of that type of odor, which is good in my opinion because it's muted. It's not too much so where you go to inhale it and it's just this huge whiff of overpowering flavor, which is like, oh my god, that is super sweet. Um, I definitely get the blue raspberry, and then I get more kiwi than anything else, which kiwi is a strong flavor, but it's interesting that that's what I get out of it. Now, somebody else may get the watermelon specifically, which is fine. Like I said, everybody vapes differently, so it's definitely going to have a different appeal to different people. And as you can see, like I said, it is a 70/30, but on a slow drip, it definitely seems thicker, or it seems like a heavier liquid. But it doesn't vape. It vapes. Let me rephrase that. It vapes heavy, but doesn't feel heavy. So, however they made, I'm not an expert mixologist. So, however they made these two juices, whoever specifically made it, definite props and respect for you because you've done an amazing job on this. But let me go ahead. I'm going to try Nuketown from Hazardous Liquidz. As I stated, it is a watermelon blue raspberry cotton candy with an undertone of strawberry kiwi. That's interesting. As you can see, the clouds are freaking amazing. Um, just totally solid. I honestly would vape this just for the cloud production that this thing kicks out. It's really solid. I'm definitely getting the blue raspberry and the watermelon. That's without a doubt. There's the strawberry kiwi. Okay. That's actually really impressive. You actually really do taste everything that's in that. Except, I will say, I don't get so much a cotton candy taste out of it. Not that I've eaten a whole lot of cotton candy, so I can't say for sure. The bulk of the vape that I'm getting from it is definitely the watermelon on the inhale. You definitely taste the blue raspberry. That is like um, the main flavor of it. And just on the exhale, I, I won't say I got it every single vape, but I did. That's when I taste the strawberry kiwi is right on the tail end. I won't say it's specifically that I for sure get the strawberry. I definitely get the kiwi though. If you like sweet flavors, if you like candy type flavors without going overly sweet, you definitely need to try this though. Um, I actually have a couple of friends that are candy vapors. Um, I'm definitely going to have them try this flavor just to get their reaction on this as well. And I may do a follow video just with random um, reactions from other vapors just so that you know that I'm not trying to give a biased opinion. Um, I'm not a candy vapor, but this is actually very comfortable. It's not, yeah, that is not a heavy vape at all, flavor wise. It is sweet. I won't lie. You definitely get a sweetness to this, and and I believe a lot of that has to do with the blue raspberry cotton candy aspect. The watermelon, you do get on the inhale. I mean, as soon as the vapor hits my mouth, I definitely start to taste a little bit of the watermelon. Not as refreshing as I have tasted in other ones, but I don't think that's what they were going for here. Um, to be honest, you probably give or take, the watermelon's not going to make a huge difference. Um, the blue raspberry flavor of that is just strong enough that you get the sweetness. The strawberry kiwi kind of just kicks in just towards the end of it, so it kind of smooths it out a bit. So it lets you know that it's not meant to be like a just a straight candy flavor. Um, but overall, that is a very solid vape if you like the sweet or that almost candy type flavor. That is awesome. Um, Hazardous Liquidz, guys, amazing job on these two flavors. If you decide to do any more, I would most definitely be willing to purchase whatever flavors you come out with to do an update on this video line. I am a huge fan of these two flavors. You did a rock solid job on these. Your Anthrax, as I stated, holy crap, holy cow, great flavor. Um, Vapors, community, vape fam, check them out for sure. Hit them up, try a sample, get your shop to get them. This stuff will sell. I can almost pretty much guarantee it. Um, Definitely check them out on Instagram. It's Hazardous_Liquidz with a Z instead of an S. Um, Definitely give them some follow, some support, some love. It is definitely worth the effort. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be looking into getting a bigger bottle of the Anthrax. I will also be trying to get one of their box mods so that I can show you guys that as well. From everything that I have researched on it, it is a heavy hitter. It is worth the investment if you're into, the unregulated box mods. With that, Hazardous Liquidz, thank you guys so very much. This was a huge honor and privilege. I'm grateful that you guys were willing to let me do this. Vape fam, as always, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Gmail, Facebook, Instagram. Hit me up if you have any questions, any concerns, any comments, constructive criticism, anything that you want to know that I can help enhance your vaping experience and make it better. That's all I'm about. I appreciate all the support and all the love you guys give me. Until next time, thank you very much. Vape on, vape strong.